Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Eastside Hockey Manager with the Boston Bruins. I just unplugged my headphones, had to plug them back in. And it is December 1st, and the Bruins look pretty good right now. We are 16-5-1, second best record in the East. New Jersey 17-5-1. We've won 4 in a row, and it's been a pretty good season for us here to get things started. Statistically wise, David Pastrnak having an absolutely monster year. 29 points in 22 games, 14 goals, 15 assists. Marchand, 22 assists, 28 points in 22 games in a contract year for him. Pavel Zacha, 19 points, 11 goals. Konechny, 17 points. Lindholm, 17 points. Reimer with 9 goals in 22 games. Strome with 8 goals. Jacob Lauko having a nice year. Noah Hannafin, 13 points. And we picked up Boone Jenner. I can't remember if I talked about this before. I don't think I did. But we traded they put him on the block. They put Jenner on the block, and we traded him for, where is it? I guess we can go to transactions and look, because I can't remember when it's been a while since I've played. So, gotta find it. There it is. October 24th, Columbus put Boone Jenner on the block, so we immediately jumped. Jenner's got a couple of years this year and next year at 3.75. Pretty well-rounded. Not great offensively, but pretty good offensively, very good defensively. He's going to be a good addition. We traded Morgan Geekie, who's not quite as good, but significantly younger. His contract expires this year, and Rasmus Kupari. So it's basically a wash salary-wise. So we pick up Boone Jenner for Geekie and Kupari. Anything else of note? Nope. So yeah, we picked up Boone Jenner. And I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go back to stats. Anything else? McAvoy with 11 points, but he's a team leading plus 16. Anybody not performing? Patra's not playing great. He's got 7 points in 22 games, a 6.32 game rating, but I mean, he's only 20. I mean, he'll be there. He'll be fine. With the way we're playing right now, I got no problem with it. Dumba hasn't been particularly good. 7 rating, only 4 assists in 22 games. He has a plus 11, so he is performing. Lowry is a 7.09 as a rookie. I'm fine with that. Beecher, 9.6.6. So Beecher and Patra have been our 2 worst players, followed by Matt Dumba, which is a bit surprising. Goaltender-wise, I've had to lean on Swayman a little bit more than I would like, because Bussy has not been. He's been better as of late. He gave like 8 goals in his first game, but 3.18 and 8.96 for Bussy, while Swayman's at 2.47 and a 9.15. So I've been leaning heavily on Jeremy. Probably will continue to do so. Financially, we're not in great shape. I mean, we're under the cap, so I'm not worried about that. But we just don't have a lot of room to really. We can see we were at 82, caps 83. Next year we'll have some money, but we've got some players we need to potentially re-sign. Konechny, Marchand, Hannafin, Frederick are all free agents. Beecher needs to be re-signed. Lowry needs to be re-signed. Those are all RFAs, but. Yeah, so we've got some potential issues. Do any of our cap numbers drop next year? No. So we're going to have to figure out. Hannafin wants $6 million. I don't know that that's feasible. Frederick doesn't want to negotiate a new contract. Konechny wants 6.2. 8 years. Yep, we can pay that without a problem. Marchand wants 2 years at 7.6. I bet I let Brad walk. The ratings are starting to dip. I mean, we'll see how the rest of the year goes, but I think Konechny is my main target. I got to make sure I bring him back. Frederick, just from that a cheap depth perspective, I think is important. Hannafin, we signed him on a 1-year deal. I mean, that was the entire point of Noah Hannafin. But maybe if we can move Dumba as we get closer to the deadline, he's 30. Hannafin is 27. I don't know. I mean, I think Hannafin's numbers are better, so we'll have to see. A couple of names, but we're so far. I mean, I'm not trading players at the deadline if we're in it like we are right now. So things are looking pretty good for us. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to January 1st, and then I'll come back and we'll do January online, and we'll play up till February 1st, I think. Yeah. I don't know when the trade deadline is. Let's look. March 3rd, yeah. So we'll come back right here. Well, we'll come back on January 1st, and then we'll sim through February offline, and then or sim through January. Blah, blah, blah. Let's start over. I'm going to sim through December offline. Come back. We'll do January online. The next episode will be the trade deadline. That's what I was going for. So I'll see you in a minute. It'll be January 1st. All right. It is January 1st, and it was another good month for us. We are 24-8-3. We're in third place. 2 points behind New Jersey, 3 behind Buffalo, but we have a game in hand on New Jersey. We finished the month on a 3-game winning streak. That power play, 26%. Our PK is not particularly good, so something we may want to take a look at. But from a statistics standpoint, David Pastrnak having just an obnoxious season, 25 goals, 45 points in 35 games. Marchand 42, Zacha 35. Yeah, I'm not going to read them all to you. You can see how well we're doing offensively. Our only negative player is Jacob Lauko. It's been a pretty good offensive season for us. And Dumba is, I would say, our only really disappointing player. Beecher and Patra, their ratings are low, but again, rookies, so not really concerned about it. Dumba, though, is somebody I'm concerned about. Expiring contracts, we talked about this already. Konechny, Marchand, Lauko, Merkelhoff, Steen, Beecher, and then Frederick, Hannafin, Low-Rise. So we are going to have to make some offers here. I'll kind of do most of that offline. In fact, let's just do some of the. He wants $2.6 million. I don't know about that. Beecher only wants 1 year. That's fine. He's an RFA. That's interesting that he wants that much. Low-Rise only wants. Yeah, we'll get some of these cheaper ones sorted out. I'd like to keep Merkelhoff around. Another $970,000 contract. Oh, or did all these people not want contracts? Is that what I'm seeing? No, he did. Okay. All right. Konechny, Marchand, Lauko wants a lot of money, man. I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready to sign him to that type of deal. Hannafin still wants like $6 million. Yeah, 6.1 for, what's that, 8 years? No, I'm good. Konechny, a reasonable contract, especially with him likely moving up to the top line. So that's something that we will deal with. Player of the month, Nathan McKinnon. 17 points in 10 games. Rookie of the month, Lucas Rausik. Offensive player, Eichel. Defensive player, Josh Morrissey. So let's do some simming. We got Los Angeles. We'll let Swayman get the start there. And it's a 3-2 loss. We were down 3-0. Couple of goals in the third, but not able to come back. Let's you know what? I wanted to take a look quickly at our PK, Marchand, Zacha. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the players we have out there. Even strength, penalty, kill. I don't want... This is going to change all of them, right? Yeah, we'll stick with that. All right. Let's do some simming. So we lost our first game of the month. Not a big deal. I think we're gonna have a delay. Short delay. When's our next game? The 4th. We got back-to-back against Vegas. What's Vegas doing this year? Middle of the pack. All right. So one game will be Swayman. The other one will be Bussy. New Jersey and Buffalo battle. Merkaloff, Beecher, Lowry all signed their contracts. Jack Campbell potentially for a 2nd and a 4th. Excuse me. JT Compher on the block, or JT Compher on the block. Ryan Poling on the block. We got the game tomorrow. Yeah, I think Dumba may be somebody that we move. I'm not thrilled with the performance we're getting out of him. Another game against... Lost 3-0. No offense here. Eichel, Barbashev, and Stone. Still the 3rd best record in the East. But we want to go here, and now put Bussy in. Blackhawks playing better. The next game on the 7th, I think. Chicago dismisses the Taylor Hall trade. Is this the last year of his contract? Yeah, it is. Joel Hofer. He's 24. Is he better than Bussy? And Bussy's been playing fine as of late, so no real desire to trade him at the moment. See how he does here against Vegas at home. It's another loss. Back-to-back. This is eerily similar to last season. Cataford, Eichel, Barbashev, Strome for us. Eerily similar to last season, where we played really, really well at the beginning of the season and sort of fell off in the second half. Marchand's got a no trade, so his contract is likely to just expire. Nico Sturm placed on the block. Philip Zadina on the block. Giovanni Smith and a 4th for Chaz Lucius. Okay, it's a pretty good deal for San Jose, I think. Need to get a win. A couple of losses here to start January. Washington today. Here we are. Let's see how this game goes. Like a win there. 5-2. We were down 2-1. Mantha and Ovi. Marchand, Patra, Pasternak, Marchand, Konechny. 3 points for Brad. 3 points for Pasta. Swayman gets the start. Ryan Donato was on the block. I mean, Uyghur is good, but that contract, man, is brutal. A lot to give up for Ryan Graves. I want to just offer him up, see what sorts of answers we get. Only 4. Maxime Lajoie. 2/3, a 2nd and a 3rd from Philly, a 1st and a 3rd from Montreal. I think we got to jump all over that, right? I think we got to jump all over that. I mean, not big into trading somebody in their first year of the deal, but if we get a first-round pick from Montreal, I don't think they're particularly good. Yeah, I mean they're on the verge, but Dallas coming into we're 7th. Another loss. Not good. Marchand. Trade has been accepted. Orlov injury shocker. He's out for 3 months. Okay, so we make that deal. So we traded Matt Dumba. So we need to bring up another defenseman. It'll be Benning, I think. Dress him. Tactics. Oh, he's still on the team. Guess he won't be until tomorrow. The fans aren't happy about that. That's fine. I don't really care. I feel like it was a good deal. Benning. Yeah, we'll do that. Carlo McAvoy, Lindholm, Hannafin, I guess, is that third. And we got a game today against Florida, and we win 5-3. There we go. Konechny, Zacha, Lohrei, Frederick, Konechny again. Yeah, so it's kind of a quick deal by us trading Matt Dumba, but that clears up the cap space, gives us the opportunity to potentially re-sign Hannafin if we want to. How's Seattle doing? So we'll let Swayman start against Seattle, and then we'll let Bussy start against San Jose. Faxa. Forward, meh. Playing today against the Kraken. There's a 3-2 victory. So 27, 12, and 3 so far. Beecher, Pasta, and Patra. Patra's up to a 6.31, 15 points for you. He's a plus 16, and those ratings look really good. Pretty happy with Matt. So we'll let Bussy get the next start against... Lauko's out. How long is he out for? 10 days. All right, so I got to call somebody up. Merkelov. The roster. Go there. Take him. Put him on the IR. Tactics. Oops. Merkelov for Lauko. Confirm. Undress him. Oh, I forgot to change my goalie for next game. So Bussy will go in. So I'll probably sim the first couple of weeks of February offline as we win 6-4, just so that I can start to set up some potential trades. I don't necessarily want to sit and do a 1-hour trade deadline episode. Although if that's what you guys want, I'm happy to do it. You just got to let me know. So Patra with a couple of goals, Van Riemsdyk, Marchand, Konechny, Pasternak, and it's a victory. Yeah, I mean, if you guys would rather me kind of show you the nitty gritty on the trade deadline, I will. You just got to let me know. Taylor Hall for 2 seconds and Kostenko. Wow, so Montreal's really pushing to make the playoffs here. Connor Dewar for Alexis Lego and a couple of fourths. Let's go back to tactics. Swayman back out there. Calgary coming up today, and then Anaheim tomorrow. So Swayman gets the start today. Bussy will get the start tomorrow. It's a 4-2 victory. So we're back up to first place in the East. Pasta, Reamer, and Coyle. Excellent. Matthew Maggio in a 6th. Pasta is an all-star. Back to roster and tactics for Bussy. Anaheim today, right? Anaheim 23, 17, and 5. And we lose 3-2. Patra with the first goal. Terry with a couple. Zegras and Riemsdyk scored with about 20 seconds left, but not enough. All right, still first place in the East. So we're hanging on here. When's our next game? Our next game is the 22nd against Arizona. I don't want to put anybody on the block. I don't think so. I don't think I do. Benning, Beecher. Yeah, I mean, Marchand, I would say Hannafin, but that contract is down to $6 million. If that keeps dropping, it's something we'll consider. Let's talk to Konechny. See about offering him a new contract. So 6.2 a year for 8. I don't want to give him 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 6. I'll give you 7 in your first 2 years. 6, 6, and 5, 5. 5. Start with 5. Let's start with that and see if that interests him at all. Probably won't, but at least it gives me a starting point and see if he's more concerned about the years or the upfront money. Because Marchand at $7 million a year or whatever it is, I'm not interested in that. Just Jordan Stahl on the block. Not bad. Very good defensively. He's got a no trade clause, but is willing to waive it in this case. All right. So I don't want to give up anybody off our roster. No, yeah, I've got some good young players, man. I'll give you Mast and Oscar Steen. They're both unhappy. You don't like that offer. Let's make that offer. Let's see what they say. All right, we got Arizona at home. We pick up our 30th victory of the season. Schmaltz scored first, and then Jenner, Hannafin, and Marchand for us. Stahl would be good as a nice defensive forward. Okay, nothing doing from a message perspective, so we'll keep Simon. They rejected the deal. They don't want to. Okay, well, I don't want to give up what you want then, I don't think. But they might change their mind as we get closer to the deadline. So we got time. We got time. Zach Hyman continues a scoring tear. He's put up a point in 10 straight. Arizona today on the road. We'll start Swayman again. Ooh, and we get our butts handed to us at the Footprint Center. We were up 2-1, then Schmaltz, Brady Shea, Maselli, and Duclair. Brady Shea now with Arizona. Okay. We got to figure out what to do with Lauko. Got to figure out what to do with Jacob Lauko. He wants 2 points. He wants basically a $10 million contract for 4 seasons, and I don't know that I'm prepared to do that. Look at Winnipeg. 29 wins, 10 overtime victories. Tactics. Bussy for Swayman here against the Blackhawks. On the 30th. That'll be our last game of the month. Then I'll probably sim like 2 weeks offline. Konechny signed that contract, a 5-year deal worth $30 million. That's awesome. I honestly didn't think he would do that. So 7'7", 6'6", He's 27. That'll take him till he's 32. Last season, he put up 23 goals. He's at 34 points in 46 games right now. He's on pace for about 60, 65 points? I'll take that. I will take that. I didn't suspect that was going to happen. Mason Marchment on waivers. That's a lot of money. Bleed on waivers. Pasternak's praised. Yeah, I didn't think Konechny would go for that. So we get a 6-year deal rather than 9. And it's 7 for the first 2, then 6, and then 5. So that's okay. All right, so we've got our last day of the month. We got the Blackhawks. See how our final game goes. It's a 5-2 loss, not good. We were up 2-1. Hall, Marchessault, Drouin, and Garland in the third. So I just want to make sure I remember to do this. So then I start simming afterwards. I won't forget. Let's get to February 1st. All right, so January 31st, we got one more day. Let's just go ahead and sim. So last 2 games of the month, not good. Both 5-2 losses to Arizona and Chicago. At least they were road games. So, or games against the Western Conference, I should say. Graves for a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th. All right. Okay, so we are at February 1st. We are in 4th place right now. We have 2 games in hand on Buffalo. We're 4 points behind Tampa. Yeah, we're in 3rd place in our own division. Buffalo and Tampa are really playing well. So 175 goals for puts us 2nd, 3rd, 4th in the East. Defensively, 140 goals allowed puts us 3rd. So not bad. Power play 25. Our PK is awful, so we're going to have to figure out what to do on our PK. We have one of the worst PKs in the East. Statistically, Pastrnak, 59 points in 48 games. Marchand, 55 points in 48 games. That top line is just killing it. Zacha, 45 and 48. Van Riemsdyk, 37. Konechny, 34. Strome, 31. Boone Jenner, 27. Lindholm and McAvoy, 26 and 25. No real goal scoring, though. Only 1 goal for Hampus, 2 for Charlie. Coyle with 11. Patra with 10 goals, 8 assists, plus 13. Hannafin's a plus 27 with a 7.5 game rating. Low rise up to a 7-game rating. Frederick's at 6.8. Beecher's up to Beecher's at a 6.3. It's Carlo at 6.9. Bussy at 7.2. Swayman at 7.6. 8-5-0, 303 and an 899 for Bussy, 22-10 and 3, 254 and a 914 for Swayman. So I think if I look for help, it's going to be short-term defensive help, both from a forward perspective and a defensive perspective. Benning isn't terrible, but I'd rather him be our 7th defenseman rather than our 6th. And I wouldn't mind bringing in a defensive forward to replace Beecher. Beecher's going to be fine. I just don't think it's this year. Oh, wow. Our game does not like John Beecher. Okay, so maybe we do need to replace Beecher. I think maybe when Lauko comes back, Beecher goes to the bench and we stick with Merkulov. Yeah, so I think I'm going to be looking for defensive help. Try to pick up a 6th defenseman and maybe another forward to help us defensively to help that PK. So that's the plan. I'll probably sim ahead to right around here, kind of like with my other shares. I'm on the same schedule as my franchise hockey manager schedule. So I think maybe I sim to like right here, and then I'll come back and we'll do these 2 weeks, including the deadline in the next episode. So that's going to do it, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the support, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.